Quote, "While money can't buy happiness, it certainly lets you choose your own form of misery." Unquote. Groucho Marx. December 2010. Millionaire hotelier and socialite Peter Smedley. September 2011, IT magnate Ray Jane Huai. February 2013, German billionaire Otto Bischum. All happy rich people, alas, took their lives in a miserable fashion. Some even at their prime. And yet, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the economics of happiness. Picture this. A mother smiles at her newborn, holding it for the first time. Snuggling up with a hot beverage while listening to the music of rain. Sharing a moment of laughter with your colleagues after a hectic day. These are the priceless moments that make our life worth living. These are small little bundles that arrive in a huge package called happiness. Can these moments that create this emotional state of well-being be purchased? Can all that wealth of King Solomon's mines match up to that moment of bliss in that mother's heart? Happiness, ladies and gentlemen, is not a price tag. Ahankare vinashasya paramam sukham praptihi, said Swami Vivekananda. Meaning, true happiness consists in killing selfishness. But does money really kill selfishness? Money beyond the limit has actually created a vacuum instead of filling up one. Money drives you to the extent where it makes you kill the goose that laid the golden eggs. The purpose of life, said Dalai Lama, is to discover a life of purpose, and that purpose is definitely not creating the vacuum in our lives. Alexander the Great, who had everything in terms of wealth and power, had his last wish to be buried with his arms outstretched. When asked the reason, he said that he wanted to depart from this world as empty-handed as he came. Let's take another example. Prince Siddhartha, who renounced all wealth and riches in pursuit of true happiness and to become the Buddha. My brother of 12 had demanded and had obtained the latest PSP, and along with that came a nosedive in grades. This is what money does. Ironically, happiness is an abstract noun, as abstract as the term itself. It is a key to one's perception to life. Yes, money can buy you certain things. It can buy you more frustration, more worries, and more unhappiness. Would you rather live in a huge mansion with no one around, or in a small neighborhood surrounded by the people you love? The choice is yours. When you're with the best people in your life, you forget about money. Suddenly, the thought of it becomes so tiny and insignificant. But maybe there are a few things you can do to get off that headache treadmill and out onto the open road, where at least there is fresh air and the view is a lot better. Ladies and gentlemen, I want that trophy because it will make me happy. But will money buy me that? I rest my case.
Yeah.
And your question, Akshaya, is, money is not everything, but it makes you everything. Comment.
Thank you, Madam Moderator, for the question. Benjamin Franklin has said that he who is willing to do, that he who thinks money is everything will be willing to do everything for money. When we believe that money makes you everything, I think we bring on the rat race that is life, where we're running this really competitive race in order to be the first. But what we fail to realize is that at the end of the race, we're still running. So I think I would really say that money isn't really everything in terms of considering happiness, because even if you're living in a lavish mansion, it still doesn't. I think we've all been familiar with the topic that you can buy a house, but it'll never be a home. Thank you.
I now call upon Matilda Irene to the podium, please.
July 2011, Forbes publication on the world's happiest and saddest countries ranked Norway #1 for the third consecutive year in a row. What made Norway different from other countries? With a stunning per capita GDP of $54,000, it is among the richest in the world. Charles Schulz, the creator of Peanuts, wrote, "Happiness is a warm puppy." John Lennon definitely had a different take when he said, "Happiness is a warm gun." Alas, I, Matilda Fernandez, think that you need enough money to acquire a gun or a puppy, and enough free time to exult in its warmth. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is obvious that an extra $1,000 wouldn't mean that much to a Norwegian. But in the Central African Republic, where an average person earns $2 a day, it's huge. There, happiness is neither a warm puppy nor a warm gun. It is not having to bury your newborn baby before its first birthday. Can money buy happiness? According to a study by Brookings, every dollar more is an increment to happiness measured, whether poor or rich, with no saturation point. Let's admit, happiness, which was once used as a requisite to ascertain a person's success, has definitely changed. Today, you would be considered naive if you said you were the happiest person with no worries in the world and a zero bank balance. Of course, we've all seen that there have been radical transformations taking place in the lives of people. Elixirs of a successful and happy life, which meant time with family or pursuing one's dreams and hobbies, have taken a backseat. Why? It's fairly simple. Because people have started trading time for money. Furthermore, people are now aware that they need to be hopeful and faithful protege of an alien CEO to be able to afford solitaire, a Harley Davidson, or even admission into an Ivy League university. Would this be possible without money? We are inherently competitive, and we continuously strive for a better accomplished life. I think it is quite philosophical that money cannot buy happiness. I mean, how many of us right here, right now, would renounce our wealth and plan a trip to the Himalayas? Oh wait, traveling also requires money. Admit it or live in denial. But the real world runs on money. If you don't believe so, ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to wake up from your dreams before they turn into your greatest nightmare. Because life without money is virtual hell, with the pangs of hunger and thirst creeping into every man's bones. Money is not everything, but without money, you can buy nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think money is not the most important thing in the world. Love is. But fortunately, I love my money. And I, at the end of the day, would rather cry in my castle than in a cowshed. With this, I rest my case. Thank you.
And your question, Matilda, is: Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. Anne Rind. A comment.
Of course, money is a tool, but depends on what you want to do with that tool. You can sponsor a child, you can feed the hungry, you can go out there on charity drives. Would any of my opponents be able to do that without a single penny in their pockets? Money, it depends on your attitude towards it. You can be the richest person in the world and you can still be the happiest person in the world. It depends on how you invest your money. You can share that whole lump sum with the world, and that will define you as a person by itself. Thank you.
The first runner-up for the motion is backed by two people, Ria Matthew of the Millennium School Dubai and Matilda Irene of our own English High School, Fujairah. The trophies will be sent to their respective schools.
The proud recipient for the best speaker against the motion is clinched by P. Akshaya of our own English High School, Fujairah.
Inter-school debate competition rolling trophy goes to our own English High School, Fujairah, with team members Matilda Irene and Team Akshaya. Request participants and teachers in charge to please come to the stage and receive the trophy.
He does.
Congratulations, winners and participants.